Hello. Welcome to whatever this used to be called. Out of the Park 22, perfect draft stuff. I have not done this in some time. I didn't have time or made time as the case may be. And I have time now. This is Sunday, just as football starting. Like this is really the best time to be doing this, but I'm going to do this now. Uh, I'm going to be trying to do this a lot more, especially in the mornings, as a way to get my butt up and moving in terms of you know mental capacity because it's been a struggle lately, and this is a really good way to sort of get myself moving, which is what the original part of this was. I'm also going to be trying to do a couple other things, but that's down the line, I guess. So we'll just get into this. I don't have anything to go over because they're all gone. Um, but I don't really plan on doing this for a little while after this. So we'll jump into the 64 team and go from there. There are a lot of newer cards because I kind of got out of Perfect Draft just because of the time um crunch that I've had, especially with doing some other things. Um, so there'll be some that are new to me, and we'll see how my process goes on this. Looking at the first round, got Tatis, Johnny Bench, Pee Wee Reese, Gary Gaetti, Matt Cain, Zach Wheeler, with the selects. I think this probably starts and ends with Johnny Bench. Uh, just on the defense alone, but also he's got 110 home run power. Looking at the Pee Wee Reese, also a solid card, but I feel like this is something I could get in the gold round. The Wheeler is really the only other one that I would heavily consider, and this is an excellent card, especially with having the ground ball pitcher, um, and the 116 stuff and having everything in the 90s. This is like 5+ pitches on Wheeler with all of like with the movement. That's actually really tough. I'm not sure that I'll find a better pick here at catcher. The defense I can make up, but really, oh, that's honestly really tough. It's at 84 on the contact with the 110 rating. That's honestly that's a really hard choice to make. Um, because there are going to be few pitchers that are better than this that just in the tournament period, but bench can elevate an entire rotation or entire staff. I'll take bench. I really do like that Wheeler though. That's a really good card. All right, second round, Monte Cross, Rudy York, Randy Wynn, Brian Wilson, Craig Swan, and Nolan Arenado. I'm pretty sure I know which way this is going to go too. I don't like taking extreme fly ball guys. Um, especially he has three pitches, right? Yeah, three pitches. A good slider, but um, look at the cross. Uh, this is an all right card too, especially with the stealing. Um, it's probably Arnado though. Again, the defense, although the bat's not that good. Boy, it might be Monty Cross. I mean, it could be Randy Wynn too. Did not expect to say like that could be Randy Wynn, but it could be Randy Wynn. Um, let's just compare these two. So Monty Cross, the contact's not great. Um, which is really what you want. Also, Yeah, the stealing is really good, but if you're not on base that much, does it really make a difference, you know? And I guess that's why you probably take the Randy Wynn. I mean, just look at the York, which would be a DH, obviously. I'm not a big fan of that, and I don't want to take a reliever at this stage. Okay, Randy Wynn, third round, Sid Gordon, Frank Schwindel, Sean Doolittle, JT Remuto, Ellis Burks, BJ Ryan. Are you going to make me take a reliever? Is this what you're trying to make me do? Burks doesn't have the arm for right field. That's more of a DH card. There's Sid Gordon, which again really kind of rates out to be a DH card. Uh, I already have a top-notch catcher in Johnny Bench. So there's Doolittle, which is extreme fly ball. There's BJ Ryan, which is a fly ball pitcher. I've had that one. That's a good one. Let's look at the Schwindel. Oh, uh, I could get behind this. Even as a first baseman. I mean, the defense isn't great, but yeah, okay. We'll take this kid and we'll see what I did take him. Okay, so I need pitchers, clearly. Um, okay, so we have Ray Brown, Pedro Barbone, Tyler Mahle, um, Molly, Glenn Perkins, Scott Barlow, Ronald Acuna, Brett Cecil, Cattell Marte, Trevor Bauer, Melvin Mora, Don Paget, Ted Wilkes. I I mean, I'm not taking Bauer, period. Um, Perkins and Ray Brown. Yeah, okay. I could probably get behind that. Look at the Acuna. It's okay. It's nothing particularly great. Um, Ted Wilkes reliever, extreme fly ball. No, I've used the Ray Brown. I mean, I had him on my perfect team. That's fine. Perkins is fine. Moving on. All right, I got Marlon Byrd, Dalton Jeffries, Braga Roth, Jim Vlox, George Valera, Ryan Tapera, James Paxton, Don Black, Mike Remlinger, uh, Alan Sothrone, Dewey Robinson, and Kevin Foster. So Braga Roth, I have used before. A good card for left field. This is a pretty decent left field card. It's not like the greatest in the world, but it's not bad. Dalton Jeffries, I mean, the 103 control is really makes that a solid card. And then James Paxton, you're getting average movement, which isn't great. Who's this dude? Flyball pitcher with subpar control. No, I'm going to take Jeffries. And it comes down to, I guess, Paxton or Roth. I mean, Roth really kind of ticks off all the boxes that I would be looking for here. A running outfielder with solid power, like good power combination. Um, I have an outfielder. I have one starter. There's also Don Black, where that's not going to get the job done for me. So Roth or Paxton. Ah, yeah. I think I'll take Paxton. Just to have somebody with top-notch stuff and a lefty, right? Because Paxton is a lefty, right? I should have looked at that. Yes, a lefty. So last gold round, Reggie Sanders, AJ Minter, Mike Timlin, Mike Krivich, Butch Metzger, Lou Kretlow, Jim Brosnan, David Bednar, Pete Fairbanks, Bill Lee, Garth Iorg, and Mitch Haniger. This is a pretty garbage round. I want to look at the Fairbanks just as a good reliever. He's fine, but not quite where I thought he would be. Minter, fly ball guy with average control. Holy crap, this is a really bad round. I'm not even a big fan of the Kretlow here. He's got below average control. Um, will hold guys on base pretty well. This is a really bad round, right? Like this is just not a good round at all. Like I was kind of hoping there'd be something better. I mean, you got to make do with what you have, right? Um, Look at the Haniger. It's probably a pitcher round. It's just which pitchers do I want to deal with? I guess I take the Kretlow as a fourth starter.
Sorry, could you say that again?
No, Siri, I can't say that again. I guess I'll take the Minter. Get another lefty in the pen. All right. Gold or silver round, Steve Cox, Caleb Vilar, Jim Northup, Alex Kirilloff, Frank Malzone, Hector Machado, Johnny Hodap, Bill Lamar, Paul Goldschmidt, Terry Shumpert, Alberto Calaspo, and Holy Rodriguez. The Northup makes for a, a decent, you know, DH slash outfielder. The Goldschmidt, I already have a first baseman. That would be a decent DH card, though, to be honest. Kirilloff, this would also make for a decent, not great, but decent card. Bill Lamar would probably play a decent DH role, though the eye isn't great. Machado, nope. Terry Shumpert at second base. The defense isn't there, which when I have a not great defensive first baseman, not sure I want to have a bad defender over there. You know, I can get behind this card. I'll take Malzone. I'll take Malzone. That's fine. I can get with that. All right, moving on. I need infielders. I got some infielders. I still need a second baseman, shortstop, more pitching, more outfielders. So Ike Davis, George Thomas, Carl Willis, Fred Newman, Franklin Stubbs, Larry Bradford, Howie Nunn, Duffy Lewis, Camilo Duvall, Craig Biggio, Reynaldo Lopez, and Ansel Tunia. Wow, that's bad defense. We're not going to go down that road. Duffy Lewis, that would be a fine DH for where I'm at right now. I really do like this Larry Bradford. That is a really good card. I'm gonna take him for sure. And then George Thomas, not really gonna get it done for me here. Fred Newman, extreme ground ball, bad stuff. You know what? We'll test it. I need more pitching. So I'm up to 8 pitchers. So Dave Hollins, John Walkenfuss, Russ Snyder, Eric Hasse, Bill Castro, Cookie Lavangetto, Kevin Minch, Tony Horton, Earl Sheely, Michael Saunders, Lou Drill, and Art Hafey. Eric Hasse as a backup catcher. I wouldn't mind picking up a backup catcher now. Just so I'm not playing around in the final rounds, but I'm not really liking one here. Oof. I might have to take him to be my 5th starter. I might have to do that. That is a low-key good card. That's not bad. The Russ Snyder, I mean. Snyder's not bad there. Tony Horton as a DH. Do I have it? I don't remember if I picked the DH. No, I don't believe I did. I didn't. Okay, I could take the Snyder, and I'll take the Mahaffey. Mahaffey. Well, I have 5 starters. I guess I don't. What do I have? I have Paxton, Newman, Cretlow, Jeffries, and Brown. I guess I don't need to take him, which does open things up slightly, and I need to move. Since I've done this in a while, naturally I'm running into that. Oh, I have all the time in the world, except I don't have any time in the world. I'm running into that. Um, so um, all right. You might have noticed like a minute went off. My girlfriend needed to know what kind of bread I wanted. Uh so anyway, Davy Jones as a good guy off the bench, slash outfielder if I'm gonna have a DH. I have 9 pitchers. I still need a shortstop and a second baseman, and a backup catcher. I guess Deacon McGuire could fit the bill. Um, I yeah, I'm not really liking much else out of here. Uh, Troy Leary is a fine card though. Um, boy, the Owen Miller card is okay. Just the defense isn't great. McMahon is okay, but the bat's not great. So I guess I go with the Miller just to make sure I have a shortstop. Like the McGuire is somebody that you know, I'm gonna take the Omar um Navarez or Narvez. Um, that's gonna be the probably the best I get here. So I got Jairo Diaz, Andre Rogers, Lefty West, Steve Searcy, Brian Shackelford, Ron Stone, Dave Pope, Russ Adams, Gerald Perry, Dell uh, Gainer, Omar Narvez, who I've already got, and Elon Hogsett. Um, Rogers is fine. The thing, can Miller play second base? He can, and not as poorly, or just a little more poorly than he would at shortstop. So I could take the Rogers and be okay with that. The Diaz card. Oh, hello. That does change things. I'm gonna skip the Rogers. I'm gonna take the Diaz. Uh, yes. Give me a good solid bullpen piece. I need 2 more pitchers. I need a starting second baseman. I have my backup catcher. I need another outfielder. I need another infielder. I'll get those probably in the last round. Lee Wheat, Bobby Thigpen, who's probably going to get picked here. Ramon Urias, Ever Swanson, Craig Monroe, Walter Biel, uh, Hick Cady, Billy Traber, Domingo German, or German, Juan Dominguez, Floyd Baker, Jack Dunn. Let's look at Dunn. Dunn can run. He could play a couple positions. Yeah, okay. He's in. Big Pen. Extreme fly ball, though. Everything else is really solid there. German, 4 good pitches. Yeah, I think I would take that over the Big Pen as well as the Jack Dunn here. Again, I do need. Can he play? He can only third. Oh, he can play second. Okay. Okay. Done. I got a minute and a half left. Last round. Mark Bombach, Jay Bruce, Jack Lopez, Adrian Sampson, Chuck Wortman, Stephen Lombardarzi. Lombardozzi, PJ Higgins, Bill Glynn, Joe Zdeb, boy, Andrew Velasquez, Josie Fopper, Eli White. So PJ Higgins, okay off the bench, not a great card overall. Jay Bruce probably going to get picked here just for the bat and can be a backup first baseman. Uh, Wortman, Wortman is okay. He can run. What does he bat? He bats right-handed. Okay, I need another pitcher. Um, are there any pitchers? Like, there isn't really anybody here. I might take that guy because he's a ground ball pitcher. There is a dearth of pitching. 25 seconds before I just have to select guys. So I'm going to take this Bombeck. I'll take Wortman. Uh, yeah, I'll take Velasquez because he could do all the things. I'll take Higgins, and that would do it. Let me just look at Eli White. Him versus Higgins. I'll take Eli White. I get him in. I got him in. All right, so this is what I have. Looking at the pitching, Kretlow as my top starter. I don't like that. Although Jeffries is probably begging to get destroyed. I have 3 lefties in the pen, 1 in the rotation. The back end of the bullpen looks decent with Perkins, Newman, and Minter. Honestly, Bradford, um, I'd want to use more often. I really do like him. Um, okay, I'm good with that. Uh, Jeffries, set the game strategy on him. We could pitch around a good bit because his control is ridiculous. And we want to override that. Okay, looking at the lineups now. Davy Jones lean off, which is a bit of a surprise, but I guess when I look at the rest of it, probably not. So Jones lean off, Randy Wynn, Frank Schwindel, Johnny Bench, Jim Northup, Frank Malzone, Russ Snyder, Jack Dunn, Owen Miller. This is not a winning lineup by any stretch of the imagination. This is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. Um, Defensively, nope, we're pretty bad. We're pretty bad all over the place. Holy cow. Uh, so let's go to player strategy. And Win doesn't run that like fast, but he does do he does run well. He just isn't fast. Davy Jones, meanwhile, we could crank him up at least on stealing. Eli White, since he only runs in the 50s. Did I override on that? I did. Okay, good. Jack Dunn. Yeah, Jack Dunn, we're going to crank up. And have him run more often. Workman. There we go. We got him. Velasquez, we can pump up a good bit. That's probably it. Yeah, that's probably it. Defensively, we're not very good. We're not a good team. This is not going to win. I'll be surprised if we get out of a round. This is a really poor showing here here on my first one back, whatever episode this is. I don't know. 24, 25, somewhere in that range. But this is pretty bad. So we'll see how it turns out, but my hopes are not up. Anyway, thank you for watching. The two of you that might see this, and well, I'll have more like for sure later. All right. Okay. Take care.